Hey guys, so it's really late at night. I probably have no business making a video, but I'm here with another review for you guys, and this time it is for City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. This is book 4 in the Mortal Instruments series. Okay, let's just be honest. This is going to be more of a rant than a review, okay? And all of you guys who watch my videos know how much I love Cassandra Clare, know that the Mortal Instruments series is pretty much my favorite series in YA right now. Out of the 6 books that I have read by this woman, this was the only book I literally wanted to shred into little tiny pieces and throw up in the air like confetti. Very annoying, depressing, miserable confetti. Now, I wrote a full review of this book, which is up on Goodreads and my blog, but there were just a few things that I wanted to talk about. Namely, what seems to be a very unpopular opinion, which is that I would have been much happier if Cassandra Clare had just left the Mortal Instruments as a trilogy, which was what she intended originally. In my opinion, I think City of Glass, which was the 3rd book, I think it was a perfect ending to the series, even though there were some things that weren't fully resolved. I was happy with the way it ended. We got a little bit of a glimpse into a somewhat happy ever after for Clary and Jace, and I was happy with it. Then I had to read this book, and the happy little delusional bubble I was in burst like fireworks on the 4th of July. They just exploded. This book feels completely different than the first 3 books in the series. Okay, for example, every single character in this book has turned into a whiny, obnoxious, moody brat. Okay? Jace, my beloved Jace, who is one of my favorite male characters in fiction, YA or otherwise. I wanted to strangle him. I wanted to bitch slap him into next month, because I have never seen a character more bipolar than he is in this book. One minute he's being all sweet and romantic, and your heart is breaking for him because he seems so insecure and he's afraid that Clary is going to leave him, and then he turns around and the next minute he's a complete and utter dick to her. I mean, there's one part in this book, literally, I wanted to take the book and throw it up against the wall. It was a totally wall-banging moment, if there ever was one, where he is having this fight with Clary, and she wants him to talk to her and tell her what's going on, why he's being so distant, and he literally looks at her and says, "I can't be with you, I can't even look at you." And I read that and I'm like, what? Are you the same character, like, 20 pages ago saying how you're so afraid that she's going to wake up and discover that she can do so much better than him and leave him, and just made her say over and over again how she would never leave him no matter what he did, and then he turns around and says something like that to her? Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, oh my god. The amount of whininess in this book is astronomical. I have never read a book with more angst, and not the good kind of angst, not the interesting angst, just the miserable, bad soap opera angst. That's what fills the pages of this book. It just made me so angry, and I don't know. I mean, even Simon, okay? Simon has just about pissed off every other person who likes this series other than me. I've always liked the character of Simon. No matter how sarcastic and how much of a smartass he was in the books, I always liked him. He was always entertaining. Even him in this book, he is so depressing and just miserable is the word that comes to mind when I think of this book, and it breaks my heart because it's one of my favorite series, and I love her writing, and I love these characters, and I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what she did to the characters in this book, but they don't resemble the characters from the first 3 books. I don't get it. I did not like this book at all. It was a struggle just to give it 2 stars, and that is unheard of for a Cassandra Clare book. So yeah, did not like this book. I am not giving up on the series, however. Originally I was going to read City of Lost Souls right after reading this, but I think I need to give myself a little bit of a break. So tell me, guys, what you think. If you've read the book, if you thought it went with the rest of the series, or if you feel like me that it was a complete departure to the rest of the series and really wish that she had just left well enough alone and ended the series with City of Glass. Tell me your opinion, and yeah, so I feel better having gotten that out of my system. So until next time, you guys, hopefully the next review I do will be much more positive, but happy reading, guys, and talk to you later.